Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Benjamin here. I'm going to talk about a project that I did some time ago and then put it away for one reason or another, and I don't really remember why I put it away, but anyway, there's some differences about this project. What this is I'm using two 800 megahertz conventional firmware or conventional code plug Maxtracs with UniTrunker. UniTrunker is a program that allows you to control the scanner with the computer, which, okay, imagine that's nothing new now, but what's cool about this one is this one will decode the different trunk groups and stuff like that. It won't do the digital voice and probably never will, and now with the advent and popularity and whatever of all the trunk scanners that can do essentially what this does. Okay, it's seems to be a bit deprecated and it's no longer maintained, which is unfortunate. But anyways, the concept is pretty cool. So essentially what I have here is, like I said, I have two 800 megahertz Maxtracs. This particular unit was actually programmed using the official software to get it programmed, so each channel is a legitimate channel that's programmed for the local area trunking system. The T-axis has obviously been blank, so there's no boo-boos. Not like it would really matter anyway, but still. Anyway, so what this does is there's a couple jumper pins in here. By default, they're set this way anyway, but it's that way to send out the unfiltered and unmuted discriminator audio to the 16 pin, the accessory pin right here, and I just got a goofy little wiring set up. And it just feeds it into the computer's microphone input port. And so what it does, if I can do this without screwing it up, is you can see that right there is the audio. That is the decoded audio. Now there's another way to do it too, and maybe I'll show a video about it if I can get it to work. But anyway, so that is the raw discriminator audio, the Motorola 3600 baud FSK. I gotta still tune that stuff out, but anyway, you can hear that's digital voice. That's what that is, and I still gotta figure out how to get that removed. But anyway, what it does is, as this receiver listens and receives all the control channel commands, it sends it to the computer. And I don't know if you can see it or if it's updating fast enough. I don't want to keep the screen pointing at something that's really boring. But anyways, as the bottom here updates, that tells you the different calls. And you just heard it. Hopefully I can block this junk out. Yep. Then it controls another Maxtrac with an Arduino. So this sends out the control channel to an Arduino. The Arduino is running a firmware called Maxtrac, written by some dude named Ground Loop, and then some other guy modified it slightly. I don't know what the mods were, but whatever. Anyway, this Motorola is a untuned from whatever it was tuned for, some 800 megahertz stuff, God knows what, and it doesn't matter. But anyways, this radio was modified so that way this Arduino is controlling the PLL section of this radio. Let me see if I can't get a picture and show you what that looks like. So on the other side of this second radio, well, both of them have this, is this thing here. This is your TX-RX card, depending on who you're talking to, your RF card, depending on who you're talking to, whatever. Anyway, so this is your PLL IC right here, this MC14 51, 58, whatever. This is your VCO section. This is your receiver section. So what the Arduino does, it receives a command from UniTrunker via the USB. The Arduino codes it in such a fashion that this PLL will understand, and just like any other modern receiver, whether the CPU inside here is telling it what to do, or whether you clip the trace leads as I have, it comes through the header pin here and then goes right to the PLL and attunes the PLL wherever I want it to go, obviously within the range of the VCO. So there are some neat different applications for that, and some of the other radios that have a Motorola or similar IC that uses the same type of programming, you can in essence take an Arduino and make an Arduino controlled or an Arduino based or even a Raspberry Pi based amateur radio. Yeah, give the big M, you know, screw you. You got your own firmware update. Stuff just doesn't work because they don't want you to have it. Anyway, I'm kind of mad with them right now, but regardless, it works neat, and just getting the setup to work is kind of cool. Eventually, I'll tidy all this stuff up together instead of using two antennas up there. I'm going to run it through a receiver multi-coupler and make everything all nice and pretty, and find a different way to do this so I don't have to dedicate my little computer to do just this. But this is neat, but there is a difference besides the fact that these receivers are more sensitive, but just the audio coming out of the Maxtracs sounds better than even an $800 scanner. I have one of those. Yeah, I like it, but you know, these I can't take everywhere. But for home use or base station use, these are wonderful. So that way my handheld scanner can be used for portable like it should be instead of base, because you know, I do like taking it with me, but with it connected the way it is, nah. But that right there is pretty cool. Anyway, neat project.